Thank you for taking the time to get all organized, especially if your inbox is like a giant Jenga tower that's just fallen over into a pile of chaos, because you deserve to fill your heart with appreciating how fabulous you are, and let it be a beacon of light that brightens your path to organizing success. We all recognize the need for organization. Changing the winter wardrobe for spring, or rearranging the pantry. For some, it's the voice inside their head that says, "Where are my keys? I need to buy milk, butter, or did I just take out the garbage?" And we all know what not being organized is like. Shoelaces are undone, unmatching socks, running out of hair ties, forgetting birthdays, no food in the fridge, being late for work, missing the train, bus, aeroplane, boat. And then there are those sweet moments when you're in front, leading the charge, handing in assignments early, completing exercise schedules of yoga, swimming, walking, or whatever it is for you. But then there's those people, the kind that are too organized. So organized with delegating their kids' chores that they accidentally turn their household into an industrial dishwashing conveyor belt. Or that woman at work that hands out homemade chutney for Christmas gifts, which that stuff takes 3 months to make. And in the back of your mind you think, get a life. Or those guys at NASA, those people who know what they'll be doing on the moon in 2025 with their nutrition plans and fitness regimes and education, all mapped out for the next 600 days or more. But everyone has their organization limit, and they're valid. And sometimes it doesn't take too long to realize you don't plan your life, what the likely outcome will be. But you and I both know you can do all the planning you like sometimes, but you need the mojo to stick to the plan. Or you can plan for big dreams, but they need to be realistic. But sometimes you just have that inner feeling of wanting to avoid being organized. But how is it that in certain situations you realize you need to do it? And from anyone's perspective, like a president whose goal is to retire gracefully, they kind of need to organize the document information needed for their successors, reflect on lessons learned from their term in office, brainstorm motivation for the future, not for others, but begin to define personal motivation. And so much more than that, identifying possible successes, call to membership if the response is poor, make it official, prepare and deliver lessons from the past, and get ready for their new role. Or for the local shopkeeper who wants to bring their stress levels down from an 8 out of 10 to a 3 out of 10. So they start to list 50 things that they find stressful, 20 activities they've tried to reduce their stress levels. Begin to create a vision of what a low stress life might look like. then they find ways to achieve it. Like they sign up for 12 weeks of meditation classes, buy a dog, and decide to say no 10 times every week, and play the piano every day. Or for some, it's career goals, plans to become Employee of the Month, to be in the most inspiring career they've ever had, or get promoted to senior consultant, or for the retired CEO or veteran who want to continue being part of the community, just want to start a small community project like a tennis club, amateur orchestra, writers club, computer club. How social or competitive should it be? Should they have members, and where will they find them? Or from their coach's perspective, they might say, well, there are a few things to consider. Why don't you ask someone about suitable tennis courts in the area? And tell 20 people you're starting a new club. Get some rules going for the club. Book a gala day. Design an application form. Establish a register for members. Think about the first calendar year. Activities that are competitive and social. Send out a newsletter and get ready for gala day. But sometimes people feel stuck because they forgot to ask someone how to plan. But the truth is, you do this organizing stuff every day. You put your socks in the sock drawer, cutlery in the cutlery drawer. I assume you drink out of cups and not from the frying pan. But I really don't know how you find the mojo to get all organized about the future. But I'm curious about you. I don't know what really gets you going. If it's delicious junk food. And just the other day I was in the countryside and the queue for KFC and McDonald's drive-through was ginormous. Like the queue literally went around the block. And in some cases it crossed the street. And while I have no psychic capabilities, my guess is they wouldn't do that for a head of lettuce or a bunch of carrots. And I don't know how you feel when you really want to do something. For some it's a feeling in their tummy. For others it's like a whisper on their neck, the feeling gooey on the inside and the hairs stand up on the back of the neck. Or for others it's a visual thing. That bucket of chicken looks bright and colourful with a golden glow of an angelic halo. Or it's like a magical sound of a 10-piece band with subliminal messages that say, yes, yes, yes. But the truth is, I don't know how you need to be to get the ball rolling into the future. And so the next time organizing feels like standing in line for a bunch of letters, and you deliberately pause and turn up that internal music, or give your future plans an angelic halo. Maybe feel an internal shift and proceed. And you can say to yourself, I like how I handled that. Or the next time you find yourself yo-yoing, undecided but motivated, and you decide to pause and plan a tiny bit more, and you can say to yourself, I really like what I did there. Or the next time you find yourself knowing what you'll be doing on Wednesday the 20th of February in the year 2047, and you pause, breathe, and say to yourself, get a life, because you really like how you handled that. You like what you did there. And so when you're ready to reorganize yourself back into the external world, you can stretch out, wriggle your fingers and toes, and open your eyes. Welcome back. You're perfect, just as you are.